Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to my channel. My name is Beth. I've done a Valentine's Day inspired look. I've done a little bit different one. I have more black in it than pink for those people that like a darker look and not as pink colored, not as bright. If you like the way this looks and would like to know how I did it, then keep on watching. To begin on this video, I'm going to use the Nars concealer in the shade Chantilly. I'm going to be using the HudaBeauty Rose Gold Edition. I just figured out that this actually isn't sold anymore, but they do have a, what's it called? The Rose Gold Remastered eyeshadow palette. It has similar shades in it, but just not all the shades that I have. I'm going to begin with a Morphe M518 brush. It's just fluffy. I'm going to start off with the shade Beige to set that concealer. The next shade I'm going to be going into is this sandalwood shade. It's just like a really light brown. And I'm using a Sephora Pro Featherweight Crease Brush. And I'm just going to put that right in my crease. The next shade I'm going to be using is the Henna shade. It's more of like an orangey brown. And I'm using the bareMinerals blender brush. To deepen that crease just a little bit more, I'm going in with the Morphe M433 brush. It's a little bit flatter, but still just as fluffy. And I'm going into this shade Bossy to make that a little bit darker. With this shade, I'm focusing more on the outer side and the V, because I don't want the inner side to be as dark. To lighten that outer side, to make it less harsh, I'm going to dip into Flamingo, this very bright pink color. I'm going to use that to blend it out just a little bit. The next brush I'm going to be using is the Morphe E18 brush, and it's more of like a fluffy pencil brush. Now I'm going to be dipping into Black Truffle, all in the same rose gold palette. I'm going to use this to make more of a halo look. Before that shade gets too dark and I can't blend it out, I'm going to use the same bareMinerals blender brush, and I'm just going to use that to blend it out. I have no product on it. I'm going to take the same color with the same brush, and I'm going to make that color just a little bit darker. Then we're going to take that same blender brush and blend it out. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use one of my flat brushes. I don't know where this is from. It's from Amazon. I'm just using any flat brush. And then I'm going to cut the crease with the concealer Nars, the one that I used right at the beginning. And I'm going to cut the center of my crease where I left no color. Now that my crease is cut, I'm going to use that same Beige color at the beginning to set that concealer. I'm just using a blender brush. What I'm going to put on the concealer, I'm going to use my finger. I'm going to use this really pink shade right here. It's a texture shadow. It's called Angelic. I'm going to put it right on top. I'm going to use the 433 Morphe brush. I'm going to dip into that black truffle shade just barely on the tip of it. And I'm going to use that to diffuse that line between the Angelic and black truffle shade. To blend it just a little bit more, I'm going to take that same bareMinerals blender brush. I'm going to dip in to Flamingo, tap off a lot of the excess, then lightly shade the outside. Next, because I want to put glitter where I put that Angelic shade, I'm going to use my Hard Candy glitter stay. I have this Anastasia Beverly Hills glitter. Can't see it because it's not focusing. It's called Crystal Cave. It's loose glitter. I'm going to take a little bit of the glitter stay on my finger and put it, I put too much. Put it on that center shade. Before it dries, I'm going to take a packing brush. Just have a small, really thin packing brush here. I'm going to dip into the glitter and then pack that on top. Taking a baby wipe and cleaning under my eyes to get all the glitter off. I'm also going to clean up that edge as well. I'm going to take a fluffy brush and clean up that sharp edge just so it's not so sharp. For foundation, I'm going to use the NYX Total Control in the shade Claire. And then I'm going to mix it with the Stay Matte But Not Flat foundation in the shade Soft Beige. I always use the back of my hand to mix it. I'm going to just take a face round brush, and mix it, and then just put it all over my face. For the concealer, you probably guessed it, I'm going to use the Nars shade Chantilly again. For contour, I'm going to use the e.l.f. palette, cream contour, and then a flat contour brush. It doesn't have shades on it, but I'm just going into this medium dark shade that you probably can't even see. I'm going to take a dual finish blush and contour brush and use that to blend out the contour. To blend out that concealer, I'm using Urban Decay Quick Fix on a blending brush. And I'm just going to use the blending, a sponge, a beauty blender, to blend that out. I added some fake freckles on my cheeks and nose and a little bit here off camera. If you want to see how I do my freckles, then let me know and I can make a video about how I do them. To set my face, I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way setting powder. I'm going to use a face brush. I'm going to use this where I put concealer on, and use this to bake my face. I'm going to use the Beauty Blender. I'm going to go right under the contour. While that's baking, I'm going to finish my eyes. I'm going to go back into that sandalwood color, and I'm going to use a flat eye blending brush and go right under my eye. The same brush and put that under my eye. For the outer side of the under eye, I'm going to use a little bit of black and connect it to the black on the top. I'm going to use the M213, it's a thinner flat brush. I'm going to go into that black shade and put that on the inside. Then I'm going to use that angelic shade, the same that I put on the center of my eye. I'm going to use this same Morphe M213 brush. I wiped the product off. I'm just going to press that right in the center. I'm also going to use that shade and put it on my inner corner. I'm going to go back and wipe that setting powder off. For my waterline, I'm going to use the Maybelline light liner in the shade White Luster. For liquid liner, I'm going to use the Tartiest liquid eyeliner. I'm going to do my brows and my lashes off camera, so I'll see you in a little bit. Brows are done, eyelashes are on. For eyelashes, I use the Swanky number 33 Sephora collection eyelashes. Next, what I'm going to do is put bronzer on. I'm going to bronze my face. I'm going to use a bareMinerals Seamless Shaping Finish, and I'm going to use the Hourglass Luminous Bronze in the shade Light, and then I'm just going to bronze my whole face. For highlight, I'm going to use the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Pearl. And I'm also using a Morphe M510 highlighter brush. For lip liner, I'm going to use the NYX Professional Makeup in the shade Soft Spoken. For lipstick, I'm going to use the Morphe Bloodshot liquid lipstick. To lighten that shade up, since it's more red than I want, I'm going to use the bareMinerals Friendship shade, and I'm going to put that right on top. Since I didn't want it to cover that red shade up, I just put it on top and blended it in. And for blush, I'm going to use the Morphe blush palette, the 8C. I think that's which one it is. Yeah, the 8C Cool Pro, and I'm going to use the color It Girl. I'm actually going to mix it with Sexy as well. Last thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put highlighter on my Cupid's bow. Last, to set it, I'm going to use my Urban Decay Quick Fix setting spray. I'm going to use this all over my face. This is the final result. If you enjoyed this video, then give it a thumbs up. I'd also like to know what you thought of this look down in the comments below, what I could have done different, what products I could have used to make a different outcome. I like learning new techniques, and I'd really enjoy seeing all the different thoughts. Until next time.